Hey guys, welcome back to my channel, The Crafty Closet. So today I'm going to show you guys how to use metallic heat transfer vinyl, not to be confused with holographic or foil heat transfer. They're all related, like they're all sisters and they're all in the same family, but time and temperature will show the difference in how you use these heat transfers. So today I'm going to use a hoodie. And you can use a t-shirt, sweatshirt, whatever you want, a hoodie. So I got a 100% cotton hoodie. And then I'm going to be using the Wrap Expert metallic heat transfer vinyl. Now I really like this vinyl. This is the first time I'm using it. And y'all know I'll use anything once. I liked it because of the color. Ooh. Y'all see this color? This is like a really pretty shiny burnt orange, and I thought it would look great with the hoodie. So that's one of the reasons why I chose it. And we're gonna see if it's worth it. Also, I have some chenille patches. Now, these are not the ones like I told you guys. I showed you guys already how to make your own chenille patches. These are actually chenille patches I already had laying around. So I may or may not use these. I'm not sure. We'll see. And I also have a hoodie string. This hoodie doesn't come with strings. Once again, I may or may not use it. We're gonna have to see at the end. Then, of course, you're going to need your weeding tool, your heat press, everything you use to make crafts. So with that being said, want to learn how to use metallic heat transfer vinyl the right way? Then you know what you got to do. You got to stick around. Okay, so metallic, let's have a little metallic vinyl lesson, y'all. So metallic vinyl, as you can see, is really pretty and nice and shiny. Metallic vinyl takes a different heat setting than regular heat transfer vinyl. Normally, regular heat transfer vinyl, you have to press at a higher setting to get it to adhere to your fabric. That's the difference with the metallics and the foils and the holographics. They take a different heat setting, so you have to make sure that you do the right heat setting so that it will absolutely adhere to your garment. So I already pressed out our image that we're going to be using, and as you can see, this is one of the reasons why I chose it, because this burnt orange looks really good. It's nice and shiny, and I know it's going to look good on this dark green olive type of hoodie. That's why I chose it. Now, I already printed out the image we're going to be using today. We're cutting out the middleman. No need to go into the Cricut because it's simple. You just find the image that you want. You're going to size it to your garment and then go ahead and cut it and weed it. Now, this did weed really well. I have to say that I had no problems weeding this. 1, 2, 3. Everything came out. Nothing stuck to my sheet. So that was good. That's a plus. I like the color. That's the second plus. And I have good feelings about that. So we're going to see. So far, I'm leaning on the good side of this Wrap Expert metallic heat transfer vinyl. We'll see what happens once we press it. But let me show you the image that we're going to be using. So this little image, as you can see, this is cute, no? Uh-huh. Y'all see it? Okay. So I got this image off of Inspire Uplift. Inspire Uplift is it's like Etsy. Same thing. They sell images, SVGs, PNGs, the same type of thing, a whole bunch of stuff. And I've been using the website for a while. I haven't had any problems with anything I've bought, any images. They've all been really clean, crisp images. So y'all know I always tell you where I get my images from. So again, this one is from Inspire Uplift. I like this. This is really cute. I like how it looks with the burnt orange. So y'all see where we're going with this. Now that's it. Next thing we're going to do is go ahead and press this. Again, you have to make sure that your heat settings are correct to make sure that it adheres to your garment. And that's the difference between regular heat transfer vinyl and using metallic. Easy, right? Pretty simple. I'm not going to keep y'all here long. We're going to go ahead and press this garment and let's see what happens. And like I told y'all, I have my hoodie strings and my chenille patches. I'm leaning on the side of using them, even though I haven't even pressed this thing yet, because I feel like it might just bring it out and make it pop. You know, I like a little extra. I'm extra, that's what I do. So we're gonna go ahead and go to the heat press. Let's press it. I'm using my clam press today. I have a good feeling, y'all. Let's see what it gives. Okay, y'all. So at this point, my mic died. Child, I did not know. I am talking for another good 5 minutes. I'm giving y'all the heat press instructions on how you press it at 285 for 12 seconds, even though the instructions said 10 seconds. I wasn't comfortable with that. Now, y'all see what happens? Look at me, just yakking and a yakking. No sound. I didn't know till it was time to edit this video. You see what happens when you try to do a video in real time? Huh, baby. The devil is a liar. But I decided to go ahead and put this video out anyway. I could have kept it in the draft, but why would I do that? I do real, not perfect over here in the crafty closet. That's me telling y'all I'm gonna move the camera down so you can see I'm about to go ahead and press this hoodie, which I did. It came out fine. I used my parchment paper. 285 for 12 seconds was the perfect setting. The this heat transfer vinyl is great. You guys go ahead and get it. You won't be sorry. Once again, I appreciate y'all, and I did wind up using those chenille patches. So at this point, child, I'm gonna speed it up to you and to the we're gonna speed up the video the normal that we do. You see, sometimes when you try to do something else, things just try not to work out because they don't want to work out because they're not supposed to work out. But we persevere because that's what we do over here in the crafty closet. All right, bye, y'all.